Welcome back to the workshop, everybody. So glad you could be with me here today. Walter here at the workbench. In the last video, we talked about introducing the Stanley 45. The Stanley 45 and its cutters. So some of the questions came up on how to sharpen them, and I did allude to it in the video that you want to keep your cutters flat. Well, in regards to the beading cutters or any of the profile cutters, that is true. You want to keep them as flat as possible. So you lay them down on your stone, knowing your stone is to some degree flat. And diamond stones are not all as flat as they're made out to be. Because as you use your stone, even though you move around on it, the diamonds do wear, and you'll end up with high spots on either end, sometimes out of the edges. So for the initial prep, you'll notice you'll be hitting here, there, and everywhere. Okay? This isn't so bad. We're starting to hit the curve here, and we're working our way up these wings. So this will take some time. There is not a lot of pitting up here, so we should be pretty good on this one. When I did the 1/4 inch, I had some pitting up front, so I had to use the ruler technique. We'll talk about that in a second. But I did want to point out, and I don't know if you can see it, there is 2 different colors steel in the front there. I'm thinking these might be laminated steel and you can almost see where the weld begins. Would make sense for the age of these. They're in the 1800s. So I've been working on this larger 3/4 inch, and I've got it reasonably flat. Had to regrind the primary because there was a lot of rust pitting, and you can still see some of the rust pitting there. So this is a candidate also where you can try keeping pressure on the front 3/4 of an inch. You can try and get it flat, but, and there's always that but, everybody's got a but, it just isn't going all the way up to the front. So bring in the ruler, and we'll use the ruler technique after you go heel to toe. After you hone that front edge, and you got a burr on the back, you look at your front edge in light. I keep a light right close to me, and I don't see any rust pitting on the bevel side. I don't really see any rust pitting on the other side because I've worked it already. Using the ruler technique, lifts this back end up a little bit. You hold it down, and you just work that front section. I'm sure there are some engineers out there that can tell me the micro bevel angle, but that's it. That is now sharp and ready to go to work. There is one tiny speck out in this corner that I probably could continue to work out if I want to get fussy. But since this is used primarily as a hogging tool to do rabbiting work, I probably won't. What you do next is you strop, heel, toe, strop. So you know there's no burrs on the bevel side, and then the back, you have to lift it up just a little bit to make sure you've knocked that burr off. And that's it. Done. Hope this helps somebody, and maybe this is useful to somebody. If so, give it the old thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, I welcome you to subscribe to the channel and share your favorite video. Share it on social media. Let other people know we're here. Tell a friend, and let a friend tell a friend. But most importantly, go out to your workshop. Clean, polish, and protect your tools, and go make some shavings. Walter out.